You watch a lot of this happening online, and the trend line of attacks, I imagine, goes like this. And is that trend line increasing up? Is it slowing? Would it ever go down?
It's as simple as if you can be hacked, you are hacked. I mean, that's how bad it's getting. So we're in an environment right now where we're playing goalie and there's slap shots coming at us every millisecond. And by the way, blocking 99.9999999% of all the attacks means you're going to get compromised every year.
Okay, let's continue that metaphor. How do you take away the puck?
You have to have repercussions. Clearly, that's what governments are formed to do: defend nations, defend people, defend a way of life. You know, present hopes and dreams to everybody and their citizens.
Do you think the next escalation in this will enter the physical space, where an average citizen is like, this light bulb just went off, or this TV broke?
The next conflict where the gloves come off in cyber, the American citizen will be dragged into it, whether they want to be or not, period. Whatever it happens to be. Apps won't work. Appliances may not work. People don't even know all the things they depend on.
The idea that armed conflict could be happening on the other side of the earth, and here we're safe in the United States, no longer true.
Not in cyberspace. There is no actual end to cybersecurity. You have to pursue it every day. You just got to get up every day and attack it.
All power and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders, a great millstone, who teach one of the world, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akim, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this word at risk of their own lives throughout the four corners of the earth. And to the Aquas listening and learning, Shalom. It's your brother Shema from the Pillars of Benjamin Camp here in Toronto with another lesson. And we'll get right into it through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. The title will come. But this article that came out on Axios, and it's Cyber CEO, next war will hit regular Americans online, right? And the key point we got from this, what they're saying is the next conflict where the gloves come off in cyber, the American citizen will be dragged into it, whether they want to, whether they want to be or not, period. Apps won't work, appliances may not work, people don't even know all the things they depend on. All of a sudden, the supply chain starts getting disrupted because computers don't work. Right? So, you know, we're entering into the times of Jacob's trouble, right? Where all hell's about to break loose, man. Right? Biological warfares, cyber attacks, cyber warfares, military attacks, you know what I mean? It's gonna take the Most High, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, lifting up a standard. Let's get that. Isaiah 59. That's the only thing that's going to protect his elect is the Most High, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. He's going to have to do spiritual greatness, spiritual wonders. Another precept just came to mind. Barak, spiritual wonders. Barak 36. Barak 36. Verse 6. It's in verse 6. The point's in verse 6. We'll read from 1. Barak 36, verse 1. Have mercy upon us, O Lord, power of all, and behold us, right? This is the elect. Have mercy on us, the elect. 2/3 of our people are going to perish. And send thy fear upon all nations that seek not after thee, right? Fear upon all these other nations, fear upon all the wicked, fear upon 2/3 of our people. Send thy fear upon them. They're going to see it. Lift up thy hand against the strange nations and let them see thy power, right? They're going to see it. They're going to see the power of the Most High, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Verse 6, here's the point. Showing you signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Right, the Most High is about to magnify himself, man. You see me? And show signs and wonders, right? Right? And these are the things that are coming, man. You know, we're going into Isaiah 59. Lift up a standard. The Most High is going to do spiritual wonders, man. Isaiah 59 verse, I believe it's 19. Khan. Isaiah 59 verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, from the west. Right? Who's going to fear? All these other nations, the wicked, 2/3 of our people. They're going to fear the name of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi. From the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. Right? From the west to the east. Here's the point. When the enemy shall come in like a flood. Right? A flood. Who's the enemy? Esau, Edom. The ruling class banking families, the ruling class elites. The so-called white man. Babylon the Great. America the Great. They're the enemy. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, how is he going to come in like a flood? With his military? Right? The spirit of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, shall lift up a standard against him. Right? The Most High is going to lift up a standard against the wicked when they come. Like a flood. Right? Doesn't it say in Daniel 12? Michael the archangel shall stand up. And these are the times we're embarking on, man. Right? So when the lights go out, what's everyone going to do? Right? 2/3 of our people are going to get caught up in it. The wicked, these other nations, the heathen nation, they're going to get caught up in it. Daniel 12 verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, right? That's the standard that's going to be lifted up against him, the Most High. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to lift up a standard against the wicked, against the enemy. Michael the archangel is going to be that standard, man. Shall stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, right? That's Jacob's trouble. Such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that should be found written in the book. It's the elect. Beginning with the elect will be delivered, man. And that standard that's going to be lifted up is going to be around the elect. That hedge of protection is going to be for the elect. Beginning with the elect. Jeremiah 30 verse 7. Alas, that time is great. Let's get it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Jeremiah 30 verse 7. And it reads, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. Right? No time is going to measure, no accounted time in the history books is going to compare or measure up to the times that are coming. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who's going to be saved out of it? The elect, beginning with the elect. Right? But the main precept that came to mind was Exodus 10. Right? With this little article. Right? Starting at Exodus 10 and 21, right? When the lights go out, the lights are going to go out. That's going to be part of it. Apps not working, cyber attacks. Right? Right, no internet connection, no IP addresses. Everything's going to go down, man. And the Lord, Exodus 10 verse 21, and the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land. Right? Salak. Yeah. And the Lord, all caps, Yahawah, said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. Right? This darkness that came over the land of Egypt in the ancient, this is the ancient time, the ancient Egyptians, ancient Israelites being delivered through the hand of Moses, man. Right? This darkness was felt, and they were immersed in it, and they felt it. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. Who didn't see one another arise from their place for 3 days? The Egyptians. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. Right, and this is an example of the standard that's going to be lifted up against them, against the enemy, against the wicked, against the heathen nation, against 2/3 of our people, while everyone else is bugging out in the time of trouble, in the time of Jacob's trouble. Right? The elect are going to be there to see it. The elect are going to experience it. It says it in Acts 14, through much tribulation. Acts 14 verse 22, and it reads, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. Right, we do our lessons for the elect, man. Exhortations to continue in the faith. Faith builders. And that we must through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Through much tribulation. It's not going to be a cakewalk. But meanwhile, while these heathen nations and 2/3 of our people are feeling it, dropping by the sword, right? Dropping by pestilence, right? The elect will be, the standard will be lifted up. That hedge of protection is going to be around the elect, man. Listen, the lights are going to go out, man. Jacob's trouble is gonna come. Great tribulation is gonna come, man. Doesn't it say in 2nd Ezra? Second Ezra 7. Second Ezra 7 verse 7, it reads, the entrance thereof is narrow, right? The entrance to the kingdom of heaven is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water. And only the path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once, right? It's a remnant that's going to be saved. A remnant, a small, the elect is not a massive, it's not massive, it's not a massive number of people, right? The inheritance of the kingdom of heaven, straight is the gate, narrow is the way, right? But getting there is through much tribulation. Fire on one side and fire on the right hand and deep water on the left, right? 2/3 of our people. Let's close out with that, man. Zechariah. Zechariah 13, Salak. 13 verse 8. Zechariah 13 verse 8, it reads, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahawah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. That's the 2/3. But the third shall be left therein. The 1/3, the elect. Lord willing, we'll have that number. And I will bring the third part through the fire. That's the elect. The elect's going to come through the fire. And we'll refine them as silver is refined. Right? This is how we're proven. This is how we're refined. This is how we're tested. We're refined. Right? And we'll try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name. Right? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And I will hear them. I will say it is my people. And they shall say, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is my power. Right? The elect alone is going to be received out of this, man. Going to be delivered out of this trouble that's coming, man. Great trouble and tribulations coming. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. 2/3 of our people, the 2/3 of our people, they repent. Right? It's the elect alone coming out of it. Yahawashi is not coming for everybody, man. Right? He's not coming. He's coming for his elect only. Right? Right? And the mark of the beast is the microchip. Kwame Yasharala. Wa Abad Baba.